France is a country brimming with iconic landmarks and picturesque landscapes, but there are some places within it that feel almost too surreal to be real. France is home to places that look like they belong in a dream, whether it's a medieval village situated high above the sea or a sand dune rising dramatically along the Atlantic coast. These remarkable locations take visitors to a realm where reality seems to blend and time seems to slow down because of their distinct beauty and almost mystical atmosphere. France has a variety of magnificent locations that are unbelievable, ranging from historic castles to serene natural beauties. We will travel through 7 of these fantastical, breathtaking places where the distinction between truth and imagination is blurred, leaving only the wonder of finding something genuinely unearthly. As we reveal France's hidden treasures that appear too good to be true, get ready to be astounded. 1. The Mont Saint-Michel, a medieval wonder. Rising from the sea, the Mont Saint-Michel, a little rocky island off the coast of Normandy, is one of France's most famous and strange locations. Mont Saint-Michel, which is well known for its magnificent abbey and ancient grandeur like something from a science fiction book. The causeway that connects the island to the mainland is flooded during high tide, turning it into an island fortress at certain times of the day. The Gothic spires of the Abbey of Mont Saint-Michel, which towers over the surrounding bay, dominate the landscape. You feel as though you have traveled back in time when you see this historic island with its winding, steep alleyways and old stone walls. Awe and wonder are evoked by the sweeping views of the bay below, as visitors ascend to the abbey and stroll through the charming lanes lined with medieval structures. The ethereal character of Mont Saint-Michel is enhanced when the tides flow in and encircle the island with water, giving it an even more remote and mystical appearance. Anyone would feel as though they are in a surrealized version of France due to its utter beauty and sense of mystery. 2. Château de Chambord, a Loire Valley. Fairy tale castle. Another French monument that seems to belong in a fairy tale is the Château de Chambord, which is situated in the Loire Valley. With its elaborate architecture and expansive grounds, this magnificent Renaissance castle almost looks too good to be true. Leonardo da Vinci is credited with designing the castle, which distinguishes itself from other chateaux in the area with its distinctive fusion of French medieval and Renaissance styles. The castle has a mysterious, almost otherworldly feel to it as you get closer because of its massive roofline and tall spires that rise against the background of a huge forest. The chateau's impression of grandeur and seclusion is further enhanced by the presence of a nature reserve and a sizable park. The expansive grounds give you the impression that you have traveled to another planet, where time seems to stand still and the present is suspended in the past. The chateau's interior is equally bizarre, with vast galleries, elaborate staircases, and opulent chambers that give the impression that you are entering a living historical site. The grandeur of Château de Chambord makes guests feel as though they have entered a mythical world of kingship and legend. 3. Provence's lavender fields, an ocean of purple. A dreamlike, ethereal, and captivating experience can be had in the Provence lavender fields. Scattered throughout the countryside in the southeast of France are lavender fields that create a stunning sea of vivid purple that is serene and lovely. The fields are not only breathtaking to look at when they are in full bloom in the summer, but they also fill the air with a calming, sweet scent that may transport you to a paradise. The area's allure and mystique are enhanced by the lavender fields' frequent backdrop of picturesque Provençal villages and undulating hills. An almost ethereal environment is produced by the field's sheer size, brilliant colors, and subtle scent. The scenery provides a window into a tranquil, beautiful vision of rural France and seems ageless, as though it could have persisted for ages without altering. The golden light produced by the sun setting over the lavender fields gives the scene a strange, dreamlike quality that makes it seem almost unreal. Visitors are taken to a calm, enchanted realm where their senses are stimulated to the fullest. 4. The Pilote Dune, a seaside desert. The Atlantic coast near Bordeaux is home to the Dune of Pilote, a very strange experience. With a height of more than 100 meters, 328 feet, the dune of Pilat is the tallest sand dune in Europe. It offers a breathtaking view of the glistening ocean on one side and the wooded lands region on the other, as it continues for more than 2.5 kilometers, 1.5 miles along the shoreline. The dune of Pilat has a bizarre, even alien sense to it because of the contrast between the expansive sand and the verdant pine forest. Reaching the summit gives you the impression that you are standing on the brink of a vast, unexplored desert rather than a French coastal region. Every time you arrive, the dynamic landscape created by the wind and shifting sands seems to change. The dune of Pilat enhances the place's surreal attractiveness by offering a unique chance to feel as though you are in a desert while still being close to the seashore. Walking barefoot in the sand gives you the impression that you are a part of a living, breathing, natural wonder, and the views from the summit are breathtaking. 5. Les Calanques, steep cliffs and turquoise waters. The Calanques National Park is a collection of breathtaking limestone cliffs, deep fissures, and blue waters situated along the Mediterranean coast between Marseille and Cassis. Some of the most bizarre vistas in all of France may be seen in this natural beauty, where the cliffs appear to rise sharply out of the sea. It feels like something out of a dream because of the striking beauty created by the contrast between the rocky cliffs and the glistening waves. The Calanques feel even more isolated and unearthly because they can only be reached by boat, foot, or kayak. Hikers can follow paths that lead to secret beaches and quiet coves where the only sounds are the rustle of trees and the soft surf. The Calanques' breathtaking splendor almost seems too good to be true, as though you've entered a meticulously designed movie set or a picture. A sense of tranquility that is difficult to obtain in more populated places is created by the Calanques' serene mood and natural splendor. The Calanques give you the impression that you are somewhere outside of everyday reality. 6. Easy Village, a medieval treasure over the sea. The historic village of Easy is perched on a hilltop with stunning views of the coast, high above the Mediterranean Sea. Easy feels like a lost treasure that has been preserved in time because of its charming cobblestone streets, historic stone homes, and verdant gardens. It's easy to get lost in the village's labyrinth of little streets and steep staircases, which all lead to expansive vistas that look too good to be true. The Fragonard Perfumery, one of the oldest in France, is the main attraction in Ease. Here, guests may learn about the craft of creating perfumes while indulging in the aromas of locally cultivated flowers and herbs. The air is filled with the aroma of lavender, jasmine, and rosemary, which heightens the village's ethereal atmosphere. Ez feels like something from a fairy tale because of its gorgeous seaside vistas, beautiful gardens, and ancient architecture. Visitors have the impression that they have reached a different reality, one that is very different from the bustle of contemporary life, because of the serene ambiance and timeless quality. 7. The Gorge du Verdon, an amazingly beautiful natural canyon. One of France's most breathtaking natural treasures is the Gorge du Verdon, sometimes known as the Grand Canyon of Europe. The Gorge du Verdon is a deep, blue river canyon that is more than 25 kilometers 15 miles long and is situated in the Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur area. A striking and bizarre landscape is created by the canyon's sheer cliffs, which rise hundreds of meters above the river. The canyon resembles something from a dream or a fantasy world because of the river's vivid blue water. Tourists can kayak along the river, climb along the cliffs, or just enjoy the breathtaking views from different viewpoints. The Gorge du Verdon is breathtakingly beautiful and enormous, and the bizarre setting of the canyon gives you the impression that you have traveled to a different planet. The Gorge du Verdon provides a unique experience that seems almost too good to be true, whether you're admiring the scenery from the point sublime or the tranquility of the river below. In conclusion, there are several locations in France that almost look too good to be true. These locations, which range from fairy tale villages and historical castles to calm lavender fields and breathtaking natural scenery, seem to have been taken straight out of a children's book. These French locations evoke amazement and astonishment in tourists. These places serve as a reminder that magic still exists in the world and that sometimes the real world can be even more amazing than fantasy. Let us know in the comments what you think about the places don't feel real in France. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating content on our YouTube channel.